as we can see from the Omen map select, Ascent will be first.
Jemkin played a ton of Yoru in Pacific, but I'm really hyped to see him on the jet to start off Ascent here.
In that category.
Yep, number two in first kills in Pacific was at 85.
Man, YU though, crucial kill on the opposite side of the map, gets the neural theft off as well. They may just want to accelerate into this site. It's only X-Pharaoh to anchor in the back. They can overwhelm him with numbers.
He's in an awkward spot, caught in the trap, man, it was pulling it off him. Clearly not ready for that burst of pace from Wolves. That's going to crack the B side open. Monyet forced off to the right. Spring tries to hold him in place as Paranoia comes in.
In market that will eventually need to be dealt with. Jumkin wants to do just that. Isolate this door. It's tucked in the corner. Shot in the back.
Massively exposed. Where was the trade? RRQ would set up there over towards defense side. Spawn adequately.
Despite not being able to collect that initial kill towards Spawn, does just back off, be a nuisance that needed to be dealt with. First kill, but they're going to need to do it here with this maxed out investment they have into the round.
Juicy sees it all here on the B side, opts to stick it and fight inside of it because he wants to push up and get the drop on him, and eventually the double face from RRQ will derail things. A second Lysor picked up, Jemkin's off, finally starts to sing. And here's the RRQ we've all been told about. Again, it's that same wander up catwalk by Juicy. But he might look to ask for more. That's unfortunate, crazy guy. Pockets the only an inopportune moment, but Koshi doubles down. That is ferocious. From Spawn, Hunter's Fury yields 2 kills. And RRQ have absolutely stabilized this round after losing Crazy Guy early.
One enemy remaining.
Absolutely stunning. All last 2 players inevitably going to get cleaned up here.
That 0-point timing for Crazy Guy is going to be pretty important. Worried about facing down at Util. Spring gets a little bit more than we all bargained for there.
He'll take it. I will say, obviously what we've seen from Spring so far in this tournament, work out on the prior. Juicy committing to the side, tripwire, dangerously close.
Oh, buddy, they know he's coming. Grabbing that, yeah, sure, gets used over towards Boathouse, but RRQ can recover.
30 seconds
There's
left.
a TP forward. You saw that from Spring, right at the edge of the smoke. Watched by 2, but his wrap angle is not covered adequately by Kushi. X-Pharaoh has to deal with it himself. Here comes a second wave now of retakers. Still no plant.
To get in here, exchanges, gets the rifle, throws the op to Monyet.
Paranoia, Spring sees it coming and still can't stop Crazy Guy. SiuFat, no, Crazy Guy is low, and it's on Monyet. Oh, just swings the right, but SiuFat unaware. Try to recon to light this one up. SiuFat, the clutch that keeps the Wolves train running.
Pushes from RRQ to get info. Jemkin wants to fight this in main. He has Monyet with him. Grabbing comes down. Paranoia should get some big value.
Almost punished for that timing, but Jemkin was positioned forward in wide. And then he dives on the attackers. Neural theft here for YU. Should there be an appropriate corpse?
The recon goes into market, but won't really help. There's still a triple mid. Oh, absolutely done. So RRQ, at the very least, managed to get themselves to 4 before we move on to the second half. Folks, that kill was collected.
Okay, well, classic Spring. Tries to jump out there, get a bit of a fight. Juicy trades. Lysor here with only a Guardian to work with and completely caught by that Hunter's Fury. X-Pharaoh just wants to bust the door down now, quickly. Assume control of his A side as already the rotates coming in.
It's not going to happen. Recon, they're going to try to scale in. Time dwindling a bit.
They don't have the money for this. To risk these weapons here, they're going to go for it. Says, got the player inside tree, it's Jemkin who's going to show some leg here and be a little quicker on the trigger finger to boot. Player to Jemkin's immediate right. Crossing here could be dangerous. Spring has dealt now with that KO properly. And in comes the Cocoon. Nice little catch off the Annihilation here. And Wolves aren't really in a great position to help Juicy out. Jemkin got caught. Kochi pushes in a Boathouse though. On the same wavelength. Need to bail Wolves out here.
They were just a little bit too far away in the rotate, but they catch the first on X-Pharaoh. Monyet is so weak. Real opportunity to clutch things out.
Revealed there, pinged out by the neural theft. Big opening made here by YU. Cushy trying to keep Wolves at bay, but they are coming, and they've got a taste for blood. Cushy's third of the round. What a flick from YU. Nobody knows where Cushy was, it doesn't matter. 4K for the Sova and RRQ again.
Narrowly Do they try to go for this right now?
Might be a tough one. Monyet brought down. He was in B main. Spring is at least able to dig him out. So now there's not the risk of a backstab as Wolves try and hit the site.
They know they can just focus on the players here. Juicy wants to get down lane, peek from X-Sparrow. He's undoing, but the shot goes wide.
Now though, RRQ been forced to play onto the site, but Jemkin is waiting for them. Fangs bared, blades out, ready to throw down. Deals with SiuFat as well. Headshot off the knives. And there's no more time for Wolves to get in here. Jemkin will pursue them. Blood in his eyes. Even so much that he take the clone down and perish to the blast. This push through market is a belated approach for Xfero here in B main, and Juicy's definitely expecting it with the cyber cage up and on the side. Here come RRQ. Juicy's only got a short window. He's found two dimensional drifts. He's going to see it all and crucially get out alive. SiuFat locks it down on the side, and RRQ collapsing in a screaming heap. SiuFat tries to finish the job, but there's the annihilation. Straight into the spider's lair. RRQ wonder, and it's Wolves' map pick. Do they start with a win on your feet, hands together? Wolves are far from done.
As we take a look at the live agent select here, we have instant lock-ins from both sides.
Speaking of dangerous Wolves, all the way pushing out of B.
All right, ends up being a 2-for-2 life sword. Able to double down. Ah, yes. A good old classic clash of forces at the start of the pistol. SiuFat is fortunately not able to draw a bead on Xfero. Struggle for PRX in Madrid. He had to find his own way, forge his own path after his tenure with that team, and he's found himself right at the moment he would have been on his own.
It's a full commitment from Lyso, a very experienced player on this team. Time is dwindling so low. Pressure right now gets his.
Takes a shotgun to start with, but at least is able to find a 1-for-1. Dizzy out on the side. It's Jemkin. Vulnerable down to 47. Sees a wingman coming. Gets to see his breakfast the second time.
Decision to anchor in this situation with that Dizzy coming up top on that forced to break. Perfect swing out timing from Spring. Or rotates being drawn over there. And now, that's why you just be caught in the open. It's not even a trade. You can't find one.
Okay, that off for Juicy. Had to find some value this round, and so it does. There will still be a plant, though, as Monyet just disrespects the poison orb.
That angle now just going to rotate back to B main, meet up with the rest of the pack. Juicy pressuring back yellow. Here comes that Hunter's Fury, has to take out the lockdown.
He knows where Xfero has to stand in theory in the back corner, but Xfero is able to win it out.
Standing.
Unclear how he manages to pull that off. But either way, it's back-breaking for Wolves to suffer that double there.
A real go at this retake.
The plan for YU. Okay, Juicy's able to pick Monyet off. Xfero's tucked here. Juicy suspects it, but he's been showing barrel this entire time. Some span through the wall. SiuFat gives himself away, but Xfero wants a bit more of it towards the snowman direction. This time, though, Wolves finding some success in his post plant. Ping on Crazy Guy now, and he's going to have to face the music. Eventually, Wolves going to come to collect. And already that defuse gets started. YU pushes on up. Thrash. Then there's a player on 410. They drop down. Jemkin in the sight, though. He's fighting for his life. White saw his headshot, and Kuchi on the move up, catches out YU. Now we're down to 2 players for Wolves, and they've got to make something happen. Hunter's Fury collects nothing. Tucked is Kuchi. Juicy from above descends on him. Shorty claims him. And now Jemkin doesn't have the line. He doesn't have a shot on the spike. Gets rid of Juicy, but SiuFat is on there. And is able to just win it out. Time is on their side. 0.09 seconds. And Wolves get a crucial 3rd round.
Coach Bay needed to...
Just a wry smile.
It's like a slight smile, take a sip. That looked doomed for Jemkin, given he was so far away. Oh my God. That's keeping Wolves in the half.
Has to get off that line basically instantly. Away with Sharon shot, and Jemkin says, right, well, it's time for me to go to work. I have the sickle. Storm over to Jemkin. So they wait. Jemkin starts to close in, and they know it. Juicy says, no ace for you, I'm running at your teammate. Flawless, though, for RRQ against this anti-eco.
Means Monyet could run forward, deal with that, but now I'm looking at the double flank from Wolves. SiuFat aware. What is this teleport from Crazy Guy, man?
The deck stacked against Wolves here, but they're able to find a way in. YU's found his second. Cushy can't quite hold the line. It's going to be Spring who finds the trade. Now on the side of the blade storm, it's Juicy. He's looking for more, and I can't believe it. Deck might have been stacked against them, but Wolves draw a joker. And that's all they need. 4 rounds on this defense side, not too shabby as RRQ
Little bit of damage.
He got softened up from that first engagement, so Juicy does get the one shot on him.
With a lot of one-ways, giving his team something to work off of.
Pushing under some pressure now, just flattened by Dizzy. Couldn't see a damn thing. Juicy's actually opted to take up the Guardian here. I saw.
30 seconds left.
Just this team taking their time. RRQ want to get in there, letting the wingman get the spike down. Lysor just chilling on the flank, doesn't even need to get that
free.
kill.
The turret's not there to see him out. There was no way.
I mean, it starts off with this Outlaw. You called it. Jumpkin just takes a little bit of damage from YU, so he's one-shotable. After that, you have Spring and Lysor in mid. They trip that Killjoy utility, break it.
And help them clear yellow potentially. They're already pinging over in that direction. Juicy in on the side. That's troublesome for Monyet. There it is. Okay, so Spring is picked up, and that also turns off the Viper Wall for later. Juicy now knows he's going to get multi-swung on this corner. It's getting a little bit close. Oh no! It's a disaster for RRQ. And Cushy now just steps up to the side and knows he's virtually cooked here. Gets it to half, has to fight for his life. One more tap and he'll have it. SiuFat doesn't give him the full kit and caboodle though. He won't give him an inch. Ice cold is SiuFat. To be going on with it's Juicy into Nest. Crazy Guy doesn't have a chance to get eyes on him now. Juicy appears out of nowhere in the low ground. And Jemkin was forced off the side with his op. Desperately trying to get this weapon in his hands. On the outside looking in. And now Juicy is not done! Cutting a bloody swap through all of RRQ such that Monyet at 5 health.
No, the bank is absolutely outrageous for them.
30 seconds left.
Right there.
Scramble, fear the oncoming hit, get into bad position. SiuFat ready to swing. The lockdown is coming through. What a kill from Cushy.
Traded out. It's going to be a lockdown for the attack side as well. Both are going to be active. Wingman's going to go and try and get a plant down, and Spring tries to get involved from mid. Juicy is there!
One enemy remaining.
And it's on Monyet. Again, he's forced out of it. This time, though, he's got no choice. He's going to deliver some pure magic for RRQ.
That was absolute chaos with the double lockdown. The wingman getting broken. Monyet pressing forward. Duel against Nightstor. Dangerous to even offer him that opportunity.
Now they know. They know exactly where Monyet is. Over to the sky, there's an attack, but Juicy delivers yet again!
He has been unreal. Crazy Guy forced back by the Dizzy, and it's Juicy over top again.
With patience. Pinged down by the recon bolt and doesn't want to try and push the issue, but Cushy's already out of the picture. SiuFat is chilling on the nano swarm, wants to get that space. Why are you coming forward, and now it's getting a little bit sloppy. Monyet and Xfero, last two standing.
One enemy remaining.
They don't know he's here. SiuFat down on the timing. This will have Lysor's head on a swivel though. Juicy doubled up. Juicy in a position to trade should Lysor get information on Xfero's spot. He's on the move. And RRQ trying to run with the Wolves. Left in their dust. Your main characters of Masters Toronto are still on the hunt.
The dream run continues for the team that no one thought would even make it out of the Swiss stage, now into the upper semi-finals.